Well, hey there, it's Chase here, and I just wanted to do a quick video on Facebook. And you never know who you can help. So sometimes people don't know how to do certain things on computers, and Facebook is pretty darn popular. But every so often, you're like, how do you do something, or why doesn't it work this way or that? So let's just jump right into it. There are a lot of times when you post something on your status, your wall, and I'll just post something, and I know that I've already misspelled something, and I'm going to cover that right there. Uh, but you post a line of text, and then you hit the enter or return button, and you can see the cursor has shifted down to a couple lines, okay? And then you're like talking to someone, I should say chatting or instant messaging, and I sent my wife a message and I said, don't pay attention to this. I'm doing a how-to video. So what happens there is you type something in. I just pasted it. And then if you hit enter, boom, it just sends it. And you're like, God, I wasn't ready to do that. Why is the difference and how can you fix that? So back over here on your status post, it'll just keep going down. That's fine. That's not the issue. Now I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you. Here's another tip right here. It has identified that is misspelled. It's video and it's VY. It's incorrect. So on a Mac and on a PC, it's probably the control button as well. I'm not positive. Okay, but you take your mouse and you double click on the misspelled word, and you know it's misspelled because it's got the red line under it. You see that there? The red line right under it. So it's thinking that's misspelled. So all you got to do is double click it, and that'll tell the computer you're focusing in on that word. And then just hold down the control button on a Mac, and I think it's a control button on the PC, and just click. And you get this menu pop up, and you can choose the correct spelling. So you don't have to be a great speller. You just have to know how to use the correct, and it didn't work, did it? So I'm going to do that one more time. Control click, choose video, and why didn't that work? Isn't that crazy? It should plug that in. There it goes. I don't know what happened, but it fixed my post, okay, and it was misspelled. So now that's correct, and I could just post that right now on my wall. I'm going to wait on that, so I'll just delete it. So if you have a misspelling, okay, let's see if it'll just control right on it. You know what? That did it too. So you may not even have to double click on the word. You may just right click or control click and then choose the word that's correctly spelled. Okay, so that's great. That's a quick thing. And then you can just hit enter, enter, enter if you want to break up lines of thoughts into paragraphs. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So let's cover how you're going to do that here. So I'm going to paste that in. Now it'll still misspell it, so I'm going to just do control click and choose video. Okay, now here's the key. If you want to break up another line or create another paragraph so you have different thoughts and it's easier to read rather than one big block of text, okay, all you do is hit hold down the shift key on your keyboard, hold it down, and then hit either return or enter, whatever it is, and you can see that I've come down a couple lines. I'm just going to paste something in there now. That is incorrectly spelled, so I'll just control click right on that again. So I'm repeating the process. And then when I get, if I want another paragraph and a break from my sentence, I just hold down the shift key, hit return, return, or enter, enter, whatever you have. And you can see I'm coming down and I'm ready for another line. So that's a nice little tip, especially when you're doing the instant messaging, which is also kind of like an email because you do get emailed, but it's more like an instant message. So remember the shift enter to move down your cursor to generate paragraphs of information. Okay, I'm just going to delete that all because my wife has enough going on right there. And the last thing I want to show, so just if you miss those two tips, go back and rewind this video and you can go back. Now let's say you're in a group. And as you can see, I posted here about 3 hours ago. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now what if I wanted to change that? Well, you'll notice over here, on other posts it's a hide and an X, because I didn't post that. But right under on my post, of course I'm on my post, I get a little pencil and I can edit or delete it. Sometimes when you post something, you're like, that wasn't the right intention, or you misspelled something, or whatever. So now you have the option, or you probably, it's been there for a long time. But now you just click edit, and now you can go and just say, that's fantastic. Okay? So if you want to edit a comment or a thought that you posted, and then remember, if you just hit enter, it'll post. But if you do shift enter, you can break up your comments into paragraphs, okay? And I'll just say, way to go, Chris. Okay? And then I hit enter, and it'll post. And now I have edited this post that I did 3 hours ago. And it was all because I went over to the little pencil and hovered over that, and you can click it and choose edit, or if you want to, you can delete it. Okay, so those are some, I think, some cool tips. I use Facebook a lot, and I'm sure you probably do too, and I think that'll help you. If you're doing a status post, the spell checker is going to be very helpful. If you're sending an instant message to someone, now you can hit shift enter and come down a line or two, and then if you post something and you've made an error, or you just want to change or add some more details, you can just come over to the pencil and click edit. So hope you enjoyed those. If you would like, I have more tips on my website, which is chaseswift.com. It's actually pretty easy to remember, and there's a lot of great tips that I have on how to do Google Hangouts and work on Facebook. You'll see all these categories over on the right, and so you can find something that I may have posted a month or two ago. So come check out my blog, and I think you'll enjoy what you find. Thanks for coming and watching this video. Give me a like and give me a comment if that helped you. I'd appreciate that. And if you want to share it with your friends, I'd appreciate that too. Have a great day, and God bless.